So, welcome to my kitchen. And today we're talking about rice. And everything I'm saying and even more will be on my website, graziagourmet.com. And here I am talking to you about rice. And I don't know if you realize it, but there are 4,000 different varieties of rice. And they are all very good, but each one has a special flavor, and each one is cooked in a special way. The first one I want to talk about is arborio. Arborio is the common rice, Italian rice, that is used for risotto, saffron risotto. And the next show will be on how to make saffron risotto. And each grain of rice, of arborio, is fat and has a coat of starch. And when we do risotto, we toast the rice in such a way that the toasted starch with the broth will make a wonderful, delicious sauce, typical of risotto. And it's grown in Italy. Yes, it's a beautiful rice, and it's called jade pearl because each grain looks like a pearl, and the color is jade. And has a wonderful aroma of bamboo, of a bamboo forest. And the taste is a lightly taste of vanilla, but also is so beautiful. This is black rice. Black rice is very nutritious because it still has the bran and the germ attached. And my favorite way to make this rice is after it's cooked to put some truffle oil and serve it with the poached salmon. It's delicious. And here is brown rice. Brown rice is also very nutritious because the coating of bran and germ are both still there. It takes a little bit longer to cook than a normal rice, and it is a little bit chewy, a little bit nutty, but delicious. And practically every variety of rice, the long and the short, everyone will have a brown rice now. This is sushi rice, very similar to arborio, but not as chubby as arborio, and a little bit smaller. And the sushi rice is very Japanese, and is sticky after it's cooked, and so it can be handled easily with a chopstick, and it is very, very good. At least I like it very much. This is also called Carolina rice, and it is a long rice, and does not have as much starch as the sushi and the arborio. So when it's cooked, each grain stays separate. And here is the jasmine rice. Jasmine rice is from Thailand. It goes very well with Thai dishes, and it has a fragrant flavor and smell. Basmati rice looks a little bit like a jasmine, but doesn't have the same taste, and it's from India. One wonderful thing about the basmati rice is the fact that it has a low glycemic index in comparison to any other rice, and so very slowly goes from the intestine to the blood vessels. And here is parboiled rice. Parboiled rice has been steamed and then dried. The steaming process made the vitamins and the minerals enter the core of each grain, and they are retained after cooking, during the cooking. So it's a very, very healthy rice because of this vitamin and minerals. In Italy, we eat pasta only hot. We do not make a pasta salad, but we do make a salad with rice, and we use this rice because after it's cooked, it keeps the grain very separate, and it is very difficult to overcook it. It keeps the cooking. I want for you to meet my wonderful daughter Sylvia, all the way from Nevada, Reno, Nevada. Ciao, Mama. Oh.
I'm here to celebrate my mother and to learn from her cooking. But before we celebrate you, Mama, would you tell me which of these do you think is the most nutritious for my family?
Difficult to tell. In a sense, because the brown rice is extremely nutritious since it has the bran and also the germ. But this parboiled rice, it has also nutrition. I would say the brown and the parboiled are both. Also, this is a nutrition. So I would say these are the best ones.
Okay. So the other thing I always wonder is, Mama, all of these white ones look so similar. Sometimes I run out of arborio or sushi, and so can I just mix them in a
Not
recipe?
really. Some you can. Like for instance, if you run out of arborio, you could use the sushi rice because they are both. They have this nice coat of starch around. But you cannot use the jasmine or the basmati for risotto. You could use this for risotto, but really is not. It doesn't overcook, so it keeps keep that in check, but cannot have the sauce. The sauce is so important for the risotto.
So maybe I could practice using them, but you're telling me I have to be careful which rice. goes in
Exactly,
which.
but experiment because it's so nice to experiment.
It
It's
is.
so much fun to experiment.
Cooking, living, and dancing. And please join me in a toast to my mother's 80th birthday on May 2nd. Brindisi,